All right, in this video, we're gonna talk about trying to find new hobbies, non-physical hobbies while you're injured. So there's a good chance that your go-to hobbies really involve moving your body. And when you can't do that or when your body is benched, that blows, honestly.
Oh, that blows. That blows.
And whether you like to lift, run, golf, or anything in between, an injury can really leave you feeling bored, restless, hopeless, and even a little bit lost. So today we're talking about finding new hobbies, non-physical hobbies, and activities that you can try when you're healing. And yes, there's more to do than just knitting.
Come on in, we're knitting potholders.
So first, we'll break down a super simple framework to help you find something that can actually stick. So step one is to really ask yourself the right question.
Who am I? I don't know.
So before you dive into anything, ask yourself, what do you find interesting? So you can think beyond your body. So maybe you've always liked art, music, puzzles, or history, or even cooking shows. So you can kind of dive into what you find interesting and start there. So the next thing to ask yourself is how much time do you have available to try new things? So if you're just out of recovery, your energy may be pretty low, so you're not open to new things. Maybe start small. Then you can ask yourself, how much money do you want to spend, or what's your budget on it?
Hey, guys, how we doing?
Jawohl! I'm just waiting for the money for the ticket.
So you are coming, and I am paying?
Yes, Dolph has $0.
Okay.
Whoops.
So obviously there's a lot of free aspects and a lot of free tutorials of new things to try, so you can keep that in mind. Another key component to ask yourself is, do you want it to be social, or do you want to be around others, or do you want to more fly solo with your new hobbies? So there's zero shame in wanting to be a lone wolf and just kind of do your own thing.
I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack.
Or if you want to look at social hobbies, that can really help you determine what things would be of interest. Another key thing to ask yourself, which is pretty obvious, but is there any special equipment or space that you need for your new hobby? If you just had shoulder surgery and you're looking at a drum set, probably not the best.
Hey man, do you touch my drum set?
Nope.
It's just weird, cause seems like someone definitely touched my drum set.
Yeah, that is weird.
Or a trampoline, probably not ideal after a knee surgery, but look at the space and equipment you need and kind of bake that in with the other things as well.
Should have been.
Look at all this floor space.
So
We
much,
do aerobics in here.
so many activities.
Do step class.
It's making my head spin. How many activities we can do?
Play Army Man.
Yeah.
This is how we do it. Hey, I never asked you.
Yeah.
You like guacamole? Ah!
The next step in the framework is really to try and choose one activity and give it a shot. So if you've always been curious about learning to draw, that's great. You can start there. You don't need a full setup. You really just need pen and paper or pencil and a scrapbook and free YouTube tutorials that pretty much cover anything. Or maybe you're into storytelling, consider online tutorials on writing, creative writing classes, or if you've always loved food, you can look at cooking new recipes and trying one a week. So it really is to just start small. And with starting small, you can just try basically a trial period. You don't have to overcommit or put too much pressure on it. So you could say, I'll try drawing for 30 minutes a day for a week, or I'll bake one new thing this week. And it really gives you a trial period to test it out and try it without pressure. Recovery is already hard, so you don't need to add any sort of new obligations. Just experiment with what you think you might like. And if it doesn't catch on, no big deal, you can try something else. So the next step after identifying what new hobby you might want to try is looking at the various resources. So you have YouTube videos, subreddit threads, blogs, or really anything in between. You also can look at free classes or your local rec centers. A few other ideas are online classes at Coursera or Skillshare. You can also look at Reddit hobby threads, and yes, libraries still exist, so you could look at free books, audiobooks, or documentaries there to get more ideas and resources. And the last step in the framework would really to review what you've tried. So you can be honest. Did it make you feel curious or calm or focused or even a little excited? That'd be a huge win when trying to find a new hobby. If you felt bored or even stressed out, definitely no guilt, just drop it, try something else. Recovery is full of trial and error, and obviously finding a new non-physical hobby to try while you're hurt is no different. Now that we gave a framework on how to go about picking something that might be of interest to you, we'll rattle off a quick list of some examples that might be helpful to get the wheels turning. Obviously everyone is different, so choose what you find interesting. So here's a few examples to get you started. So the first example would be creative writing or journaling. So writing is really a therapeutic way to process emotions, kind of reflect on your recovery journey, or even explore with fictional works if you're interested in that sort of thing. The benefits of creative writing or journaling are really to clear your mind and reduce stress, and help you focus or distract you with other things that you might find of interest. It helps you track your recovery progress and journey, sparks creativity. So those are a few things you could try, along with gratitude journaling or trying your hand at blogging. Second example would be just to try reading. Diving into a good book or a series can transport you into another world. world, really helping you escape the frustrations of injury. Key benefits of that are stimulating your mind, reducing the boredom, possibly learning something new or just staying entertained. Ideas for that are to read novels, memoirs, or even just self-help books. The third example of something to try that I really enjoyed actually was photography, and obviously super easy right now because everybody has a camera in their pocket. It can be done with your phone, but really focuses on noticing things around you that you wouldn't have otherwise noticed. So it really promotes that mindfulness, trying to stay present, and really encourages you to look around and observe your surroundings.
Oh, wow, score! Look at this. This is an aspen. You can tell that it's an aspen tree because of the way it is. Wow.
Because every day we actually miss a lot of things. So you can express your creativity without that physical strain, kind of notice the present and be involved more in the present moment. You can try taking photos of everyday objects or just get outside and see what you notice. Fourth example is to learn a musical instrument. Obviously this one's a bit more involved and much more time consuming, but certain instruments like keyboards or guitar can be played while seated, obviously making them good for recovery. This depends on your injury. Obviously playing a guitar in a sling is not really an option, so it's more for a lower body injury, but you can kind of mix and match different musical instruments that might fit your situation.
I'm like a chosen instrument of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I just, he guides me, homie.
Really helps you enhance your focus, coordination, provides a sense of accomplishment to you. You can take virtual lessons, a lot of free classes, obviously tons of YouTube tutorials on that sort of thing. Fifth example of something to try is arts and crafts or exploring different artistic hobbies that can really help you channel your emotions and create something meaningful or new. Benefits of that really certainly are reducing stress, boosting that creativity, and they can all be done at your own pace. So ideas to try for that are certain things like painting, sketching, or even woodworking. That one's a bit more physically involved with cutting and different elements, but a few ideas there. Another idea of something to try is cooking or baking. If you're interested in that, experimenting in the kitchen can be fun and rewarding way to learn new recipes and things of that nature.
Ooh. Ooh, dinner time.
The benefits are that you improve your culinary skills, obviously. You can also explore different healthy recipes to help you support your recovery, reduce inflammation, things of that nature. Another great non-physical thing to try is chess or other brain games. So these sort of strategy games or low physical activities are great for engaging in that intellectual side or more that competitive side. Kind of can help improve your strategic thinking and patience. Provides a little bit of social interaction if you play online or different things like that. Play chess with friends or try other online brain training games like Luminosity or other apps that do similar things. Another great idea of something to try is to learn a new skill. Obviously this one is for the overachievers.
Oh, good for you.
If you're feeling especially motivated during your recovery time, also keeps you mentally active, really enhances that personal growth. So you can try things like Coursera or different online platforms to take classes of your interest throughout your recovery journey. Another great tool to try, it's more of a tool than it is a hobby in this sense, but it's meditation and mindfulness practice that can really benefit you throughout your recovery. So focus on cultivating that sense of kind of inner peace and mental clarity, can help reduce your anxiety or stress levels, encourages self-awareness and self-reflection. Things that you can try with that are practicing guided meditations through apps like Calm or Headspace, or really practicing visualization or anything in between, but it's a great practice that you could start. Certainly doesn't require any sort of physical exertion, so that's a great one to try. Another great one to try is just watching documentaries or other similar types of learning shows. So really exploring different information, but also being entertaining at the same time and broaden your knowledge base while you're not having to physically exert yourself. Really can inspire you with different stories or new ideas to try. You can obviously stream these in any sort of platform, but a couple that are great, we're watching TED Talks or various masterclass sessions. So these are really some cool ways to learn new things and obviously not physically intensive at all. And lastly, and most importantly, if none of these examples helped or you can't figure out anything that you really want to try, that's just fine because you can always just binge watch TV, relax, watch a movie, give yourself time to heal, or just simply have a distraction. If none of those ideas really wet your whistle, really don't put too much pressure on yourself. Relax, let your body recover, and try something when you're ready. So in summary, trying something new could actually surprise you. It might become part of your routine, even when you're back to full strength and full health. It might be a fun way to look back at your recovery journey and look at it fondly, knowing that this was the setback that led you to learn some new skill or some new hobby that you stuck with. If there's anything that was especially unique for you or something that helped you along your journey or hobbies that were non-physical that could help you either pass the time or learn a new skill while injured, throw them in the comments. We love to learn what has helped people in their recovery journeys. And if this video was helpful, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.